it's time to go and start researching these properties. So step number 4 is to go ahead and figure out now what areas of town or what areas of the city you want to be bidding in. Now, for me personally, I'm interested in a good deal. I generally don't mind if properties might not be in the best area, because at the end of the day, if I'm buying something for 5 cents on the dollar, which can happen, I'll be able to double, triple, or make 5 or 10 grand on that property, even in the worst parts of town. However, use a site like areavibes.com and you can exclude the zip codes that you're not interested in on your list. So you can wipe those right out. Now, if you're going to be traveling to one of these tax deed sales, say if it's within a couple hours drive, you can get away with maybe having 20 properties on your list, because when you get there, normally 80% of them are going to redeem just before the auction. So I don't want that to be as like a huge surprise for some folks, because a lot of people have made the mistake of traveling, maybe they even fly for 10 properties, and it's just not worth it. Okay. For us, and the way I look at it is, if I'm hopping on an airplane to go to a tax deed sale, I want to have at least 100 properties on that list, so that by the time I get there, first thing we do when we land is we update the list again. So maybe that 100 comes down to 80. At that point, we go and drive the properties. Okay. So when you're driving the properties, you will then take your notes on each property. You'll take pictures on your cell phone. You'll see if the property's empty or vacant. You'll write down any realtor signs in the area to start running some comps on those properties as well. So remember, the day of the auction, if you're traveling, say if you've had 80 properties, maybe the day of the auction, you're left with 15 to 30 or 5 to 10. It just depends. I want to prepare you for the reality of this business, because so many people give this business, they talk trash on it and they say, oh, you can't get any deals, or, oh, I went to one auction and my property redeemed, or everything got bid up. Here's the thing to remember, okay? There's 3,300 counties in the US. Do you think every auction is going to be a good auction? The answer to that is absolutely not, right? And I actually love it when people talk trash about this business, because it just means they're not going to be there in my way and bidding against me.